Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain for You. Today I want to talk about whether or not is knowledge alone enough to get well. So I'll get to that in a minute. And take a couple of nice, relaxing, calming breaths. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the chaos and the noise. Breathe in the clarity. Exhale the doubt. All right. Relax your body. Keep breathing. Of course, you're going to keep breathing. Silly thing to say. But as you listen, focus on your breath a little bit. See how relaxed you can get your body. These are great messages of safety. So, is knowledge alone enough to get well? We've all read about those book cures, you know. If you go to Amazon.com and look up Sarno's books, either The Mind-Body Prescription or Healing Back Pain or The Divided Mind, and start reading through the reviews, you're probably going to see some reviews that kind of tick you off. I read the book and I got better in a week. And you're going to go, what the heck? I want that. Why doesn't that happen to me? And I will say that, first of all, in those cases, I believe the people who get better quickly are able to, very quickly, accept at face value, no questioning, no doubt, this is what's going on with me. This mind-body stuff is absolutely what's going on with me. Their fear goes from a 10 down to a 0 overnight. And when they have no fear, they don't pay attention to it, and they start to resume activity. And many of these people can get better fast. But it's a lot less people than we expect. And even Dr. Sarno talks about these book cures, or people who came to his lecture and got better immediately. Again, it can happen, but the reason it happens is because they accept the TMS as their only thing, this mind-body perceived danger pain, and therefore the fear drops away almost to nothing. So if you're wanting a quicker result, you really got to focus on using accurate knowledge to dial down the fear so that your brain doesn't perceive danger anymore. Because as long as you're really afraid of the symptoms, your brain's going to sense the danger, it's going to keep them going, and that's why it can take longer for some of us to recover. And heck, it took me a long time to learn this stuff, you know. After finding out about Sarno, I took another 12 years. And I don't want anybody here to get depressed hearing that, because I didn't know then what I know now. And back then, there wasn't Facebook, YouTube, podcasts, dozens of TMS experts publishing content all over Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. So you've got such a head start over me. So there's no way it should take you as long as it took me. And if you've already been in the TMS world for a while, it's likely because you know about TMS. But in my opinion, that's not enough. We have to apply the knowledge in calming the fears so that we can take the attention away so that the brain can realize we're truly not in danger. If you know about TMS for years, but yet you're still saying, per my story video yesterday, what story are you telling yourself? I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm broken. I'm seeing a lot of people sharing their comments about their stories, and a lot of them are about injuries of the past or medical situations, and I've never healed, and I have this real thing going on. And so they're wondering, why isn't this TMS thing working? Well, because as long as the brain believes that there's a real medical thing going on, the brain's job is to keep you safe. And its warning signal is pain or other symptoms. So, is knowledge alone enough? I don't believe so. Because if it was, everybody who read a book would get better. But there hasn't been an acceptance and a dialing down of the fear. It's really, it takes more than just reading. And even in the case of some of my videos, a lot of people are learning a lot. about this mind-body pain, this perceived danger pain. And in many cases, the reason people are getting better watching my videos is because each day I'm giving kind of like pointers and tips and recommendations, and I'm keeping the message fresh in your mind. You know, reading a book is a one-time event unless you read it a second time. But reading a book once and then putting it down, a month later, you forgot most of what you read, or at least the details of it. So that's why these videos are so helpful. So if you're not watching daily and you're still trying to get better, please watch daily. It's a little daily dose of safety that I'm delivering every single day. You know, if you want more help, come on and join the group. It's a video course and weekly coaching calls. It's about $100 a month. You can join for a month. You can stick around for longer if you want. But it's probably the best value in TMS coaching out there right now. So check it out by all means. Painforyou.com. There's a link at the top that says Get Help, and that's where you can find details on my individual coaching as well as my group coaching. And unfortunately, individual, I'm booked up for a solid 6 weeks out. Taking a little bit of time out in later February to go to Nashville to go see a friend. But is knowledge alone enough? I don't think so. We actually have to implement that knowledge. So for everybody who's been watching my stuff for 2 years, they're saying, I'm not getting better, I don't know why. Are you putting into play the things I'm suggesting? Are you comfortable feeling your emotions? Are you relaxing your body and breathing when you catch yourself all tense and tight? Right? Are you still taking your own thoughts so seriously? Or have you learned that I don't need to give so much credence and significance to those thoughts? Are you staying out of the freak-out zone? Are you calmly reassuring yourself that you're okay? Are you moving towards indifference? And foundationally, before all of that stuff, do you actually believe that you have TMS or mind-body or this perceived danger pain as your only reason why you hurt? Or are you still saying, but I had this happen years ago and it still hasn't healed? But I have this, but I have that. TMS by definition means all of those, but I have this, doesn't matter. Take the assessments. If it says TMS, the but this happened to me years ago and it hasn't healed is a story that's keeping you stuck. It is not the true cause, because if your pain is behaving like TMS, then it's TMS. It's created in the brain. It's created in a brain that is scared that this story that you've been telling that says I'm broken from whatever happened years ago, you know, if you think you got a bum hip, your brain's going to give you pain to protect you from overusing that bum hip. That's pretty straightforward. That's TMS 101. Dr. Sarno really nailed that down in the beginning. These are normal abnormalities. And so I will encourage you, yes, gain some knowledge, but if you've read 4 TMS books, you don't need to read 5, 6, and 7. You probably already have enough knowledge, right? Implement. Put into play the things I teach all the time. If you want extra help and you want to fast track it a little bit, come join the group. You'll get a lot of support. You'll see that you're not alone. You'll find a really cool, supportive community. And, I'll be there to help you every single week. You can ask questions every single week and get direct help from me every single week. That's 13 weeks in a quarter. So some months actually have 5 Wednesdays. So sometimes you're getting 5 calls for $100 and a course and a private Facebook group and some PDF resources. And you can stick around for a month, and it's cheaper than one, therapy session with your therapist or counselor. It's cheaper than one coaching session with me. You get a whole month. So I'm really not trying to hard sell you here. I'm just trying to suggest that if you are still struggling, you're not getting the results you're seeking, if you're missing the clarity on how this stuff works or how to implement it in your situation, come join the group. Come join the group. So I love you guys and gals. You're awesome. I really appreciate you. The feedback from you all is amazing. I couldn't be more blessed and humbled by all the positive feedback. So I think you need to get more than just knowledge. If that were true, everybody who read a book about TMS would be better. You need the other things that I've already outlined in this video. So I will talk to you guys and gals tomorrow. We'll see you.